We have done 1 week of Let's Coach 2023. So I'm Dien, and I'm here with you from Life Coach University, and we are on a mission to coach millions more. Super excited. I see that lots of you have joined on. So put all your questions in the Q&A box, and I will totally answer them as we go through this call today. And then also raise your hand. Like there is a little electronic hand if you want to get live coaching on this call. So we've got half an hour where it's me and all of you. Some of you might have joined me for the first day and then here every day, and then some might be joining for the first time. So you're here with me, and this is life coaching principles and concepts. And the way that I talk about life coaching concepts and principles, I really share it from my own personal experiences. So I want to preface that I worked many years as a oral historian. So I would go into people's homes and I would sit down with them and interview them about their life. And I was just like fascinated, like, wow, tell me more about your life. This is so great. We've got all the hours, in a day, and I'm going to record you, and we're going to archive this, and we're going to put it into the British Library, and we're going to put it into exhibitions and museums, and just share your life story with the world because it's so important. And what I started to really appreciate for myself in that work was how I was creating and crafting my life. Oral history work and my life coaching work together was to really see how so many of my moments of my day were to express or to illustrate a concept and principle. And I share a lot of these concepts and principles with my clients. So right now, I mainly do group coaching, and but there have been thousands, like hundreds and thousands of coaching hours where I would share these stories. And so I'm just going to get right into sharing my stories as a way to highlight the concepts and principles, life coaching concepts and principles. And so one of them is this concept. Okay. And it was the grapefruit moment. And I was cutting up like grapefruit, but in my head, I was just so busy. I was like running down the to-do list in my head, and I was feeling really, really frazzled. I was like I've got so much to do, and I can't believe I have to make breakfast, and my son wants this grapefruit, and I just know that I'm going to have to cut it in half and then take the knife and then cut each sliver, each segment out, and then put a little bit of honey and then scoop it out for him. And just that task itself was overwhelming me in that moment. And then there was like this shift. Like I had this thought come into my head, and it was like, but I'm so lucky. Like I'm so lucky that I have a grapefruit and I can share this with my son, and I can prepare it in this way that he enjoys. And here's this little human being that I gave birth to, and he just wants his grapefruit, right? And in that moment, the what I call the grapefruit moment, I just I fell into joy. I stepped right into gratitude. I just stepped right into like, wow, I can enjoy this moment. I can appreciate it. I can savor it. And and then like that frantic action of cutting this grapefruit and all suddenly became this action, this task of like, wow, I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you to the universe. Thank you to the world. We have grapefruit. and I have my son and he enjoyed. And so I just started really going into that moment. And I sat down and had my grapefruit with my son, right? And we were eating, and I was just like, I just remember sitting there watching him eat his grapefruit, and almost like this burst of flavors was like going into his palate and that experience. And at the same time that all that was happening, I was having like this burst of experience of like, I can stay in my to-do list and be super busy and super frazzled, or I can focus on the to be list. Okay. So this is so good because I see someone has raised their hand. So I'm going to allow you to talk and then you can let me know if you want to come on video. Hello, I'm going to give you a second and I'm going to promote you to panelists. And then you're gonna come on. This is so exciting. We get someone here for live coaching. This is so great. Hello. Let me see if I can hear you because I want to make sure that everyone back to attendee. There we go. Amazing. That was so much fun. And I hope that everyone enjoyed it as well. And that you got something out um, of the coaching, right? We call it coaching by proxy. So where you're watching and you're listening to someone else receiving coaching, it sort of will spark like an awareness for yourself. Okay. And so that's why getting coached in a group is a real benefit for yourself, it's a real benefit for everybody. And because we're really on this mission to coach millions more, we really wanted more people to experience what life coaching sessions can offer. So yeah, so I was able to share with you the grapefruit moment and the coaching that the attendee who came on for coaching, for live coaching, shared her situation, which we called the pancake story, right? And how you get to flip um you get to flip a situation and what you make it mean. You get to flip that story around, and so you don't have to hold on to stories for years and years, right? Like when you sort of tap into, what am I making this mean? And have that awareness of what you're making it mean. Now you get to question, and do I still want to make it mean this? All that. So thank you so much, everybody. Sending you all so much love. Have an amazing, amazing day, evening, wherever you are in the world. And we will see you here in this space tomorrow.